Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Micah Let's Play, and guess who I am? I'm Micah, once again peering to you from beyond the veil. Was that a dramatic opening? Was it good? No, oh well. Oh my god, guys. Dragon Age just doesn't know when to stop. I'm just kidding, which is actually a good thing. This is a high-class problem to have. Well, earlier today, Dragon Age said, well, we're going to go to our blog and we're going to share with you, some more shit about our progressive system in our game, or progression system within our game. And so that's what we're going to watch right now because reasons. And so I, as a consumer of this product, said, well, then I need to get on my shit. Just so y'all know, I have literally been recording all morning. So somewhere in between this recording, I got this in. Apparently it's 3 parts. So if you go to YouTube, you will not find this unless you're watching this days later. It's kind of like what they did with the warrior combat, where they got multiple videos on their blog and then they took them off and put them on YouTube. So I'm on the blog, so go to www.com, Dragon Age, go under, I believe, where it says Veilguard and News, and you go to the blog, you scroll down, you'll find all these videos. So I just have it where it's everything like an in-depth deep dive on the progression system, all 3 videos, and that's what it's showing me right now. So we're going to watch this, have a wee bit of a discussion, and then I got to get back to work because I have a lot of recording to do. And I'm doing collaborations. Oh, and just so you know, guys, my deep dive video on theories and everything, I will do them, I promise. It's just my schedule's kind of crazy. And so I got back from vacation and I had a mountain of work to do. So I'm still chipping away at the early parts of the mountain. What I think I'm going to do a full deep dive where I'm going to take all the videos we've gotten and combat and kind of do it as one long video, or I might do it as a live stream. Would you guys like that instead of me doing like a video where it's super in depth and I'm doing all this stuff, where it's more like how I normally would do the video like this, but it's a live stream? If you guys want that, let me know in the comment sections and I'll do it that way instead, and I think that might work better, but we shall see. But anywho, let's see this. I'm very curious. I don't know what it's about. All I saw on Twitter, Calla Elizabeth said, oh, Veilguard dropped some new stuff, and I just saw Emmerich and I think Nev like standing together. So I was like, okay, I need to understand what this is. So that's where we're gonna watch this and we're gonna talk about it and all that jazz. So with that said, let's get this party started.
In this video, we'll cover skill progression, item progression, and companion progression.
Finally.
My goal is to build a rogue assassin who darts around my enemies and strikes them down with poison blades.
Okay, I like the rogue.
In order to craft this build, I'll need to invest in the right skills, find and upgrade gear, and ensure my companions complement my strategy.
Okay.
Let's start by looking at skill progression.
Cool beans.
As you complete missions, find codex entries,
nice,
explore the world, and kill enemies.
Oh, that's so cool.
You'll level up your class. Each new level grants more health and unlocks skill points.
Okay.
The Constellation skill tree is where you spend points to unlock new skills.
Okay.
Each class has a unique skill tree and can specialize in a specific form of combat.
Okay.
Specializations unlock at level 20. Rogues can specialize as saboteurs, Veil Rangers, or duelists. I'm going to build toward the duelist specialization, which emphasizes agility and poisoning enemies with necrotic damage.
You saw that with those?
There are 4 types of skills: traits, passives, abilities, and ultimates.
Okay.
Traits are activated by button combos.
Okay.
The riposte trait launches a powerful counterattack after a successful parry or defend.
Okay.
Passives are skills that are always active. The Death's Blessing passive gives you plus 10% necrotic damage. Abilities are actions you trigger during combat. With the Toxic Dash ability, you dash toward your target to land a deadly blow, dealing necrotic damage. This also applies the Sundered status, but we'll talk more about statuses when we get to companions. And finally, ultimates are high-impact, large attacks that take longer to charge up.
Oh, it looks like there's more than one
devastating
ultimate.
Amounts of damage.
Okay.
Within the duelist specialization, I have access to a unique ultimate ability called a Murder of Crows. I'll unlock this ability and then switch over to my character screen to equip my new ultimate.
Gotcha.
You can swap out your abilities and ultimates anytime you're not in combat.
Okay.
You can also enhance your abilities with
enchantments.
enchantments.
That's the caretaker person.
But we'll get to that in part 2.
Okay.
By
look at
leveling
these
up,
enemies.
Unlocking new skills,
That looks
and
like
choosing
Canary.
specialization.
Oh, that's cool. The way she
You can start to
uh,
design your
spin.
ideal playstyle. But this is only the beginning. In part 2, we'll talk about item progression.
End him now.
End him now. Okay.
Your character, Rook,
love the
can
music.
equip up to 9 items. Each class has their own main hand, offhand, and alternate weapon. For example, my rogue has a sword, a rapier, and a bow for ranged
Gotcha.
attacks. You also have a helmet, armor, a belt, an amulet,
Okay.
and 2 rings. You can acquire items in 2 ways.
I love
The first is by
art.
visiting vendors and faction stores. The higher you raise your reputation with each faction, the more items become available for purchase.
Okay.
The second way to acquire items is simply
grabbing
by
the
finding
goodies.
them in the world.
The Grand
For example,
Necropolis!
while exploring the Necropolis halls, I discover a new main hand weapon, the Enchanted Longblade.
Okay.
Every item has stats and properties,
Enchanted Longblade.
as well as a rarity,
Oh,
ranging from
cool.
uncommon to rare, to epic, to legendary. This uncommon
Okay.
item has high physical damage and stagger stats, along with a property that deals plus 20% final attack damage, making
Okay.
the final blow and attack chains more powerful.
Nice.
Perfect for my melee-focused assassin.
Nice.
But what if I want to make it even better?
Right?
At the heart of item progression is the Caretaker's Workshop.
Oh,
The
so this is
Caretaker
the
is a mysterious
caretaker.
entity that has set up shop in your home base, the Lighthouse.
So it's not
I go
Sandal.
where I am needed, dweller.
Okay.
Now, I am here.
I thought
Here
it was
you
Sandal.
can upgrade item stats and enchant your items.
Okay.
The workshop has its own rank, 0 to 10.
Okay.
You can increase this rank by finding caretaker mementos out in the world, or buying them at shops.
Okay.
The higher the rank, the better your upgrades.
Oh, so it's like a
When you
reputation
upgrade an
system,
item,
like
you'll
she
spend
just
the
said.
required resources, and that item will get a stat increase.
Okay.
At the same time, its level will increase by 1 until it matches your current Caretaker's Workshop rank.
Okay.
A higher rank unlocks new enchantments. These can be applied to an item or ability, imbuing it with a unique property.
Okay.
For example, I can enchant my main hand weapon with plus 25% more stagger to quickly set up enemy takedowns.
Okay.
I'll also add an enchantment to one of my abilities, Toxic Dash, to increase its crit damage by 25%.
That's really cool. I
Your
like
companion's
this.
items can be upgraded and enchanted as well.
Okay.
More on that in part 3.
Okay. Oh, look
But
at
the
the
workshop
crows.
rank affects more than just the items you bring to the shop. Anytime you find or buy a new item in the world,
I like
its
that
level
jacket.
will match the current rank. So if your current rank is 1,
Nice.
new items you find will be at level 1.
That's fair.
But if your current rank is 5, new
Oh.
items will be at level 5.
I like how she kicks it
And if
open.
you find or purchase a duplicate of an item you already
Oh.
own, 2 things happen.
This is the Grand Necropolis. But who? Oh,
First,
I think they were
level
in the
of your
other
existing
trailer.
item will jump
They
up
were in
to
the other
match the
trailer.
Caretaker's Workshop rank, increasing its stats. The item will also be empowered, unlocking a property and increasing its rarity. Buying a duplicate of my
Nice.
offhand weapon, the Duelist Blade, bumps up the blade's stats, unlocks a property that applies necrosis to enemies I hit with
Really?
her post, and changes its rarity from uncommon to rare.
Gotcha.
So it's a good idea to keep leveling up your Caretaker's Workshop, because the higher its rank, the better your items will be, whether you're
Cool.
upgrading them at the workshop or finding them out in the world.
Nev.
Another
and
item
Davrin.
type you can find or buy are runes.
Oh,
Each rune
okay.
provides a passive bonus to your
Okay.
build, as well as an active bonus you can trigger. Up to
Okay.
3 runes can be slotted into Rook's
Scorch.
Lyrium dagger.
Okay.
I'll slot in this Scorch rune, which allows my otherwise necrotic focus build to deal out fire damage.
Gotcha.
But
Okay.
skills, items,
So she's
and
a focus
upgrades aren't the
build.
only elements of creating your build.
Nice.
Because in the Veilguard, you're not fighting alone.
Okay, rogue combat looked dope. It looked dope.
In part
I'm
3,
sorry.
we'll
It
talk
looks
about
good.
companion progression.
Oh, it's a sign! My baby! So far, I'm very impressed. Oh, it's
Each companion
fun,
has their own skill
Daffrin.
tree and unique items.
Okay.
They can be equipped with
So
a
we're on
main
Big
hand
Daddy
weapon,
Lacanis.
an
Okay.
offhand weapon or keepsake,
Or Short
armor,
King.
and a trinket.
Okay.
Some gear, such as this Corvid cloak on Lucanus, can enhance my character's build. In this case, applying bleeding
detonation,
or necrotic
overwhelm,
damage whenever I detonate
and
an
applies
overwhelmed
bleeding.
target.
Okay.
And at the Caretaker's Workshop, I can upgrade and enchant companion items just like Rook's gear.
Nice.
Let's upgrade Lucanus' Corvid cloak to level 5,
Okay.
greatly increasing its bonus ability damage, and enchant it with +1 maximum stack of necrosis.
Okay.
Companions also have their own skill trees, so as they level up, you can spend points to
Oh.
unlock skills that complement your own.
Okay.
Some abilities can serve as primers, applying status effects to
Gotcha.
enemies such as sundered, overwhelmed, or weakened. Other abilities are detonators, combining with primers to create powerful
Overwhelmed.
detonations on status-afflicted targets.
Okay.
You can swap out companion abilities anytime you're not in combat, just like Rook. In some cases, you'll want to spec companions with abilities that can fill in for weak spots in your build. For example, if I know I'm going to face a horde of Darkspawn, which are
Big
resistant
Daddy,
to my
let's
Rook's
go.
necrotic damage but weak against fire,
Right.
I'll want to bring along a companion like Davrin, who has powerful fire abilities.
And now.
I'll also bring Nev, who can detonate targets that I've primed.
Oh, like. I like the rogue
First,
combat.
I'll use
but-
Davrin's Asan's Strike
okay.
ability to inflict fire damage and knock down his Darkspawn.
Oh, he's
Next,
so
I'll
cute.
rush in with Toxic Dash to prime a target with the Sundered status. And finally,
Okay.
I'll use Nev's Icebreaker ability on the Sundered enemy to detonate it.
I love it. How's that good?
In other situations, such as this battle against the undead, I want to max out my necrotic damage potential. I can
Okay.
accomplish that by bringing along Lucanus, a fellow rogue whose gear and abilities increase the amount of necrotic damage I can deal out.
Okay.
Our progression systems allow you to finely tune your skills, gear, and companions to create the perfect build.
Got us in the distance.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's it? Oh, that stinks. Okay. Okay, so we got to see some stuff. Okay. So, as y'all can see, there's a lot that goes into the combat system. Like, a lot. Again, all of the combat, like now that you get to see more of the rogue combat system and archery, it looks very impressive. Like, it looks really good. Each class has something I like. Love the rogue because the rogue can like flip around. The mage is still my favorite. But then also with how they're describing the leveling up system, or they say progression system, I like it. It makes sense. So each time you go to a different area and you level up the rank of that area, basically leveling up your rank with it, you get better equipment, better gear, better items, better clothing, I'm assuming. Of course, exploring the world. And when you find duplicates of an item, it levels up that item. So everything seems to have like everything seems to work together. And I like that. So for me, I'm very excited about, one, the combat, and two, the leveling up. So the RPG elements are very strong, and I like that a lot. Yeah, and the gameplay looks super good. The rogue, when they really start building her out, she looks so good. And again, I love the fact that We got to see the female Rook again. I don't know. I really like it. I'm sold. I'm just excited for more. You know, there's gonna be more stuff from IGN. I think every week IGN's gonna have something new. So yeah. So to anybody at BioWare, thank you for all this deliciousness. You know, just get you more excited because literally, you know, in October, which is next month, so we're still like 2 months out, but like at the end of October, we will officially be playing Dragon Age the Veilguard, which is why I'm trying to get all my current Let's Plays completed. I have a lot to get through, so that's why I'm like, ooh, I might have to hold off on doing some stuff because this is this is a massive undertaking with all my current Let's Plays that are up right now. So you're gonna be seeing more and more stuff come out from me now that I'm back home. I'm like working double time. And like I said, I have collaborations also coming up for November and for September, or September and November. So yeah, I'm working my ass off. And yeah. But anywho, what did you guys think about this? Did you like it? Because I love it. Tell me what your thoughts and opinions down below. But if you enjoyed today's video, remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if you do, Asan will love you. But until then, remember to live, think, and dream big. Choose love over fear. And bye.